Introducing the all-new Corolla.
No one is above the law, not even the governor, says Attorney John Terlahi, who represents the Guam legislature in the declaratory judgment they are seeking against the governor's office. It's one of the biggest points he makes in the brief he just filed with the Supreme Court.
Our basic premise in our request for declaratory relief was that there is a law that was created by the legislature and signed by the governor, Governor Gutierrez. That law has been in effect for numerous years.
In fact, Terlahi points out that Governor Calvo himself voted in favor of this specific law when he was still a senator back in March 2002. That law mandates the governor to set aside some income tax payments into a trust account intended to pay for tax refunds. Funds deposited into this account can only be used to pay income tax refunds, earned income tax credits, child tax credits, tax rebate relief, and for no other purpose. He disputes claims made by the governor's office that the real intent of the law is to pay tax refunds.
The governor and the spokespeople, as well as several directors, have said that's not really the intent. The intent is just that we're paying the tax refunds. Well, that's not the point. Yes, they are paying the tax, and that's commendable that they are paying the tax refunds. But the actual point is, there's a law. You should follow the law, and there's no reason that you should delineate from following the law.
Terlahi also says that the governor is well aware of how the law works, as evidenced by the fact that funds were deposited directly into the tax refund trust account. The problem, however, is that they were withdrawn for other purposes, says Terlahi.
It shows that the funds were actually given to the account. Right? The government did what they're supposed to do. But then one that made the biggest issue was that it was removed from that account and moved to the general fund, which the law actually expresses directly not to do that it cannot be used for anything else but for these refunds.
So what would a declaratory judgment actually do if the Supreme Court were to rule in the legislature's favor?
Well, a declaratory judgment, basically we're asking the Supreme Court to say, yes, the law is organic and that the governor must follow it. Well, a declaratory judgment, basically we're asking the Supreme Court to say, yes, the law is organic and that the governor must follow it.
Our biggest reaction is it's a clear showing that Senator Pangilinan doesn't know what he's talking about, both when it comes to paying refunds and accounting, and basically what's in the best interest of the people of Guam. What he's advocating for is for people to wait longer for their refunds and to wait longer for some bureaucratic accounting measure that really at the end of the day doesn't mean anything.